What's up everybody? With Kingdom Hearts ReMind releasing in less than a week, I felt that it was time for me to start making some content about Kingdom Hearts consistently once again. I don't know how long this will last, but you'll definitely be getting more than a few videos talking about Kingdom Hearts and the events that take place within ReMind. But seeing as we have a few days before it comes out, I wanted to present to you the top 5 questions that need to be answered in Kingdom Hearts ReMind. There's no particular order for these questions, these are just 5 things that I thought of that I think should be answered within the DLC. So with that being said, let's jump into it with number 5. How did Xion come back? As we know in Kingdom Hearts, Xion is a unique case even among nobody's heartless and regular people. She was a puppet implanted with Sora's memories and was created in order to be a backup for Roxas and or Sora in case they are not up to the task of collecting hearts for the organization's goal of creating Kingdom Hearts. With that being said, and seeing as her creation relied heavily on memories, particularly Sora's memories of Kairi, when she died, she was supposed to be forgotten and essentially wiped out of existence, with nobody being able to remember her. So this leaves the question, if she was forgotten and nobody remembered her, how did she come back into the present timeline? And 2, how was she restored to the point where everybody remembered her? This is something that is going to have to be answered. Personally, the only thing that I could honestly see happening is if when Demyx came back from the past, he also brought the knowledge of Xion with him, because at that point in the past that he was brought from, she would probably still be within existence, meaning that Demyx could help them out and help them recreate her. But then that also leaves the problem of her having Sora's memories. So there is just a large glaring question mark over Xion being around in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that is something that should be answered within Kingdom Hearts ReMind. Number 4, what was Demyx doing during Kingdom Hearts 3? As we know from the main game, Demyx helped Vexen deliver the replica to Zexion in Radiant Garden in order for Roxas to get his body back for the final battle at the Keyblade Graveyard. And we also saw him in another scene where he was conversating with Demyx and a couple of other members of the True organization, where Demyx revealed to them that he knew that they had ties to the Keyblade, whether they knew it or not. And within the ReMind trailers, we see a quick clip of Demyx coming to the Keyblade Graveyard and actually encountering Riku, mentioning to him that he thought everybody was gone. For what reason Demyx is here, I have no idea, but seeing as Demyx has always put off the persona that he would much rather be off doing his own thing or strumming his sitar instead of actually doing work or fighting, it's very odd that he would come to the one place in the entire Kingdom Hearts universe at the moment where he is probably going to end up getting into a fight in one way or another. So at this point, they are probably going to have to explain who Demyx truly is at this point, and then explain what was he doing outside of helping Vexen with the replica bodies. It could just end up being a small case of Demyx coming to the Keyblade Graveyard and explaining that he was helping Vexen, and then that second replica body got to Radiant Garden, because I would have to assume that that cutscene takes place right after Sora and Riku defeat Xigbar and replica Riku from the past. And this could end up being nothing, but I feel like it's going to end up being a lot more than what we are thinking of. So hopefully we'll get an explanation as to what Demyx was doing during Kingdom Hearts 3 outside of helping Vexen. Number 3, who is Lux Lord? As we have seen in all of the Kingdom Hearts ReMind trailers, Lux Lord is going to be very important in this DLC because they keep showing this cutscene between him and Xigbar, or Luxu as we should say right now, asking him questions as to what is actually inside of the box and even questioning who Luxu really is, and then outright telling Luxu that he doesn't care who he is anymore, he'll act dumb for right now, it doesn't really matter to him, even having Luxu question who is he to be questioning him. So right now it looks like Lux Lord is probably going to end up being a very important character from the past in KH Union Cross. Who he exactly is, we don't exactly know. There have been a lot of theories of people thinking that he is actually the player character and he is just grown up and now he is somehow in the present of the Kingdom Hearts universe, and he is going to be an important part of maybe even stopping the Master of Masters plan. And there really isn't too much more to go off of this. We just know that Lux Lord for a long time has been seen as the most irrelevant organization character for a very long time, and now he has shot up to probably being one of the most important in the future saga of the series. So hopefully we will get a question as to who Lux Lord is, or at the very least get an idea of where he comes from. Number 2, what is Skylar at Caelum? As we all know from the main game of Kingdom Hearts, we know that Skylar at Caelum was at one point known as the seat of all power for Keyblade wielders, kind of like Daybreak Town once was. Well, the funny thing is, when you face Master Xehanort in his second phase when fighting him underwater and you aim the camera properly, It turns out that Scholar at Caelum was built on top of or opposite to Daybreak Town somehow. For what reason was Scholar at Caelum built instead of them continuing to use Daybreak Town? We don't know yet, but it has to have something to do with the Master of Masters plans, or even what Lushu's role was, or even some great calamity could have happened at Daybreak Town which made them want to rebuild and start afresh. But the fact that Scholar at Caelum is built right on top of the former seat of power for Keyblade wielders, which we know is Daybreak Town, and as of right now in Union Cross we haven't heard a mention of Scholar at Caelum, something has to happen. Something very drastic within the past of Union Cross, or at some point after the game, happens where they have to build Scholar at Caelum and leave Daybreak Town for whatever reason. With that being said, hopefully we find out this reasoning while exploring it in Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind. And last but not least, number one, what is in the box? I still want to know what is in the box that we have been seeing for a very long time now. Everybody wants to know what's in the box. It seems like other than Lushu and the Master of Masters, nobody knows what's inside of the box, and everybody wants to know, from Lux Lord even to the other foretellers. So at this point, we have no singular idea as to what it is. It could be a new body for the Master of Masters, some ultra strong Keyblade that is meant for the Master of Masters when he appears in the present of the Kingdom Hearts timeline, or it could be something that we have no idea about. It is just that big of a question mark. So hopefully within ReMind we get some idea as to what it is, whether it is some type of power, an item, or even something metaphysical like a heart. Like for example, the Master of Masters heart could be contained within the black box, and that is how he's been surviving all of these years, and appears within the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, because it was confirmed by Tetsuya Nomura that this guy right here on screen right now is actually the Master of Masters, not anybody else. So with that being said, those are my personal top 5 things that I want to be answered within Kingdom Hearts ReMind. Whether they will actually be answered or not is left to be seen, but hopefully they are. But with all of that being said, it has been your boy Skips. I will see you all in the next one, and I am out.